In the first video, we defined beneficial ownership information or BOI, what purpose will it serve, and mentioned the civil and criminal penalties that can be levied for deliberate or willful violation of BOI reporting requirements. Welcome to the second video in this 5-part video series that highlights important sections from the white paper titled Reporting Beneficial Ownership Information, What Treasury Needs to Know. This white paper has been produced by Strategic Treasurer. In this video, we will define 3 key terms. First, beneficial owner. Second, substantial control. And third, company applicant. Let me begin by explaining beneficial owner and its components. The term beneficial owner is defined in terms of both ownership and control. Under the final rule, a beneficial owner is any individual who directly or indirectly either exercises substantial control over the reporting company or owns or controls at least 25% of the ownership interests of the reporting company. The final rule's definition of ownership interest includes equity in the reporting company and other types of interests such as capital or profit interests, convertible instruments, warrants or rights, regardless of whether characterized as debt, and a catch-all provision for any other instrument, contract, arrangement, understanding, relationship, or mechanism used to establish ownership. Furthermore, an individual may own or control an ownership interest or stake by means of joint ownership with other persons through a nominee, intermediary, custodian, or agent, by utilizing certain trust arrangements, or by owning or controlling intermediary entities that separately or collectively own or control ownership interests in the reporting company. The term beneficial owner does not include minor children as long as the BOI of a parent or a legal guardian of the minor child is reported, nominees of an individual who is reported, employees barring senior employees or senior officers, prospective or future inheritors, and creditors of a reporting company. Let me now define substantial control and enumerate its components. The determination of whether an individual has substantial control over a reporting company hinges on the power that they may exercise over a reporting company. According to FinCEN, an individual is considered to have substantial control over a reporting company if they direct, determine, or exert substantial influence over decisions made by the reporting company. The final rule's definition of substantial control includes any individual who A. serves as a senior officer of a reporting company, such as a CEO, COO, CFO, President, or General Counsel. This does not include corporate secretary or a treasurer, as their roles tend to revolve around executing ministerial functions with limited control over the company as per the final rule. B. exercises control over the appointment or removal of any senior officer or a majority of the board of directors or a comparable governing body. C. exerts significant influence over important decisions made by a reporting company. These decisions might include major expenditures or investments, equity issuances, significant debt incurrence, approval of the operating budget, selection or termination of business lines or ventures, compensation schemes and incentive programs for senior officers, entry into or termination of significant contracts, amendments of any substantial governance documents, and reorganization, dissolution, or merger of the reporting company. And last but not the least, holds any form of substantial control over a reporting company. It is pertinent to mention here that an individual may also maintain substantial control over a reporting company through board representation, controlling a majority of the voting power, or other means. After defining beneficial owner and substantial control, the third key term is company applicant. As defined by the final rule, the term company applicant means, for a domestic reporting company, the individual who directly files the document that creates the domestic reporting company, as well as the individual who is primarily responsible for directing or controlling such filing. This is if more than one individual is involved in the filing of the document. For a foreign reporting company, the individual who directly files the document that first registers the foreign reporting company to do business in the United States, as well as the individual who is primarily responsible for directing or controlling such filing. This is if more than one individual is involved in the filing of the document. To reduce the potential burden on reporting companies, the final rule specifies that each reporting company will have a maximum of 2 company applicants. The information to be reported is determined by when the company was created or registered. A reporting company created or registered on or after January 1st, 2024, which is the effective date of the final rule, will have to provide information about itself, its beneficial owners, and its company applicants. However, these newly created or registered entities will not be required to update the information they report about company applicants whenever changes occur. This exception arises because a company applicant may be an external service provider with whom the reporting company has no ongoing relationship. Companies created or registered prior to January 1st, 2024, that means existing companies, are only required to report information about themselves and their beneficial owners. They do not need to report information about their company applicants. Now that you have understood the 3 key terms and its components, it is important that you get to know more about the BOI final rule, what information must be reported, the estimated time burden for filing BOI reports, and the types of companies required to report BOI and those that are exempt from doing so. To do so, please click the link in the description below and download the BOI white paper produced by Strategic Treasurer. Thank you.